Sneako's, all he talks about now is Christians and white supremacists, this and that. Dude, this country was founded by white supremacists. If they saw you,
But they weren't, this country was not founded by Mexican Italians. It wasn't. It was founded by British guys, not you. It was not. So to try to attribute this is what happens with a lot of white people, is that they like to take credibility for something that they had nothing in. It was not founded by you. It was not founded by Germans and Italians. That's the majority of white people that make up America today. It was a couple British people. It was a couple British people.
It would have enslaved your ass, bro. Sneako. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro? And all he's talking about is white supremacists, white supremacists. This country was founded by white supremacists. Go and he's always talking about Haiti killed the slave owners. Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro? Why don't you go bring Islam to Haiti? You can go be a...
Yeah, see, this argument, it's like you didn't even see what I said. White people hold on to their white identity so much, they miss the argument. I'm saying we should call out the lie the same way we call out the 40 beheaded babies, and you should hold that standard when it's your Christian brothers being lied about. If there's a fake news article that's being spread by the president that we're both supporting, Trump, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. If they're lying about that publicly, we should call it out because that's fake news. It was an American woman. Don't demonize a random country that's extremely poor because you just don't like black people.
Jihadist in Haiti. Isn't that always, they always do that. They live in America and they live in like a nice condo built by white people, in a city built by white people, in a country built by white people, and they shit on white supremacists and white people and defend Haiti.
Who is shitting on white people? You see, and this is why I wanted to call this out, because at no point did I say fuck white people or white people wrong. I said white supremacists. And then guess what? So many people got extremely upset. If you're not a white supremacist, you wouldn't get mad about that. If you don't think whites are literally the supreme race, halas, you're fine. Because there's no such thing as a supreme race in the Bible. You should not get upset about that. If I'm calling out white supremacy and you get offended, that exposes your ideology.
Well, they are hundreds or thousands of miles away from the giant stinking shit heap filled with trash and garbage and cannibals that is Haiti. You know, go live there then. Haiti's not so bad. Haitians are awesome. They killed the slave masters. Oh, if it's so awesome, why don't you go live there? And maybe you can make it better. They always want to live here. And I love Sneako, but it's like, bro, you're going woke. Sneako's going woke. It's got to stop.
People, okay, here's where you guys are completely wrong about conservative and liberal values and what woke means. Being conservative does not mean you think whites are the supreme race. Being conservative comes from the ideas of God, traditional values. Traditional values did not start with the founding fathers. Traditional values did not start with white people. Traditional values go back to the source, go back to God. And at no point in the Bible, the Quran, whatever you think God is, at no point did God ever write down whites are the supreme race, or not even whites, Italians and Mexicans, the British people that founded America. That never happened. I think I figured out where their political scale lies, and that grid. They think being conservative is literally being a white supremacist. That's not it.
Sneako, we love you. We want you back on Team Red Pill, okay? Me and Zerka, we're dragging your black...
A Canadian. So you're saying go live somewhere else, and then you're like, this nigga's Canadian and Albanian. They had nothing to do with the founding of America. A lot of whites who always talk about their white identity, they don't even claim Albanians as white. They call them Arabs. And that nigga's Canadian. I'm more American. I am American. I'm just as American as you, Nick. I was born in this soil. Didn't your grandparents immigrate here? My grandparents on my Filipinos, they immigrated here from the Philippines because it was colonized and it wasn't safe anymore. They came here for new opportunities. My dad moved here and met my mom and you. I am American. But if you think Zerka's more American than me as a patriot because he's white, you're proving your ideology. You think whiteness is what makes people American. And you think, I saw it early in your show, Nick's like, the Patriots. My grandfather came from Italy and he kissed the floor of America. He kissed the floor of America. Ben Shapiro would never kiss the floor of America. I believe you should only put your head to the floor to God. Why are you worshiping American soil? Because at the end of the day, yes, it's good to have pride for your country in this, but these are really just lines that are arbitrarily drawn on a map. This doesn't define what you are. America's not your blood. It's a place you were born in with borders. Yes, we should not have illegal immigration here. People that went over everybody's head. They think because I'm calling out the lie about the cat eating that I'm woke now. No.
Jackass back to Team Red Pill. Zerka's my enforcer. Me and Zerka are dragging you back to Team Red Pill because it's getting a little too woke.
So, okay. If Team Red Pill is shilling for white people that care more about their skin color than their faith, then it's for you. And then there's a divide. Because I believe if you believe in God, you're my brother. That's where the unity really is. If we have a similarity in faith, not whiteness, not skin color. If you find brotherhood there, if that's where you see allegiance, then that's not red pill to me. That's not red pill to me. Because if I was Christian and I saw what was happening in Haiti, I'd be calling out that lie as well. Because those are your Christian brothers. And I think that says that in the Bible. I think Jesus would want you to do that. If you put your skin color ahead of your faith, you're not a follower of Jesus. You're following the same ideology of the people that you blame for everything.
He's gone full blue pill. He's so based. Then we start shitting on Haitians and it's like, whoa, 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 you're a white supremacist. And then he said it's based that the Haitians killed all the white people on the island. That's not based. Yeah, they killed all the white people, then they fucked up everything. Based, they said, and then they took a bite out of a cookie made out of dirt.
Because there's no food there. I mean, there's no access to food there. I'm not taking out all the accountability for the problems that are in Haiti. Yeah, there's problems that are internal. And third world countries like that, whoever gets in charge, they take advantage. They've been taken advantage of so many different times by different leadership, by dictators, by the Clinton Foundation, by the French government. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with Haitians themselves. I'm not taking away any accountability, never have I said that. But to make fun of people who don't have food right now, these kids who are eating dirt cookies because they have no other help, because the Christian brothers that live so close to the country, instead of giving aid or giving something to donate, they're quick to tweet about a lie, about a cat eating lie. That's not what Jesus would teach.
Speaking based cannibal in a MAGA hat killed the slave, just like Django. Yeah, except they can't read and they eat mud. Fucking based. It was based. They killed all the white people, then they ruined everything. Now they eat dirt. Well,
look at this. We were both on Ye 24. You remember what Ye said? That slavery was a choice? For the Haitians, slavery was definitely a choice. They decided, I don't want to be enslaved anymore. And they said no. Did it go the way it was supposed to go? Is it a successful nation? Absolutely not. But then we can't call out the victim mentality of blacks in America and blacks in other nations where they're still enslaved mentally. We should respect the people that decided to go and fight back. Because if the same thing happened in America, what we're doing right now, trying to get Israel out of American policy, that's the same thing. We're trying to get rid of the slave owners. Israel acts as the slave owners of America right now. We're in chains. We don't have free speech. We don't have control of the media. We don't have control of our own government. We are enslaved by Israel right now. And this whole movement is trying to get rid of those chains. Guess what? Haiti did it first. That's what's based.
And they swim in an open sewer. And their country's controlled by warlord cannibals. Hello.
That's also not true. Again, more lies about barbecue and about the rulers right now. But yeah, people don't want to learn this stuff. They see black people and they see them as different. They see ooga booga booga. They have no idea about the culture. That's why I said it's a beautiful place, because if you speak to the people, these people have beautiful souls. A lot of these people are really good people, but you disregard that. You see a couple articles and run with it. You see cannibal, you're like, they're cannibals. You hear a language, sakpase mapule, that you don't understand, and you think these are retards. They're eating dirt, but you don't get what's happening there. And you don't care to learn because you don't see them as people, even though they are your Christian brothers and sisters.
East Department? Hello, based? And they worship the devil.
No, they don't. The vast majority do not worship the devil.